Good morning, it's Friday morning. It's awfully early. It's 7:10 and I've already been up and had my bath and I'm just getting ready. We are taking Raven and her friends, bless her, to a freedom field this morning so she can have a run around off lead because she's not been able to do that with her being in season. But we've got a really early slot, it's a 9 o'clock slot, and we're going to go and get Zelda, so we need to leave here about 8. So I'm just getting ready. Had my bath, about to get dressed and stick my makeup on and start my day. Good morning, Fluffy Puppy. Good morning, Fluffy Puppy. How are you? How are you? Good morning. Oh, we're having morning cuddles. Are we having morning cuddles? Are we having morning cuddles? Yes, we are, aren't we? We're having morning cuddles. Oh, I know. Good morning. Good morning, Fluffy Puppy. Good morning, Fluffy Puppy. Let's see if I can put you down there for a minute. There we go. Now we have two-handed cuddles, can't we? You're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's not normally how we say hello, is it? No. No. Hello. No. Hello, my cuddle. Hello, my cuddle. Are we going out? Are you going to be able to run around in the freedom? Are you? You'll be able to run around in the freedom. Now she wants me to throw the ball. We call her Smaug. She lays on her balls and hides them. There we go. Oh, we can bring it all the way in. You are. Good girl. Oh. There's a good girl. Time for a ball change. Right, I need to go do stuff. I know, I need to go do stuff. Don't make me feel guilty. Glad I'm not trying to record a podcast because I'm having real problems with that light at the moment, which I don't normally have. I'm also having trouble with my hair, skimming on my hair. Oh, I think I sat on it, which is really not helpful. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be using you as a mirror. Oh dear. Right, I can see this lot going up in a minute. It's 10 to 8. We need to leave here at 8 o'clock, so not long actually. I should probably not do what I was about to do. I should probably just prep everything to go. I need to get the dog ready. I might just open this quickly. So, this is today's mini. And I want to put it in the blanket and in my socks. Oh, that's pretty. Focus. You go away. Focus. There we go. So that's going to be the next colour in my sock. So I'm going to do the square and then do the mini in my sock. I'm going to do that in the car on the way down to the Freedom Field. So we're taking, not sure if I've already said this, I only spoke to you about 5 minutes ago. We're taking Raven to a private field so she can have a run around, because obviously she's in season. So taking it out and about locally is a bit more of a risk. We don't want unwanted puppies. That's the problem though, they wouldn't be unwanted, we'd want to keep them all, so definitely don't want puppies. But we're going to go and collect Zelda, who is Charlie, my middle daughter's dog, because she's at CrossFit. So Charlie, that is not the dog, although the dog does go to CrossFit from time to time. So we're going to go and collect Zelda, take her to the field with Raven, and then I don't know whether Kate is joining us with Nala or not. I don't think she will be. I think it's a bit early for her to get out of the house with a dog and a baby. But at least this way Raven gets to have a run around and isn't sort of confined to the house. So I mean, it's £10 for an hour, so it's not cheap, but also it's not expensive either. And obviously all the well, I say obviously, it may not be obvious, all the family dogs, so Nala, Zelda and Raven, are all girls, so they can all just go in the field together, which is great. Yeah, so that's happening, but I better go and get myself and her ready, because I want to take a camera and things, so I probably should prep that. So events have conspired that we now aren't getting Zelda because Charlie's going to go and get her, but we were luckily at the time when we got the phone call near an airport, so Ian's going to go and spot a plane. Apparently there's one landing he needs, so we've diverted and we're going to kill time at Gatwick Airport. That's better. I'm having a tidy up. So, I'm just going to go through what I've got. I want to try and tidy this area. The hooks fell off of it yesterday. I think maybe it just got too hot and the glue melted, but sort of 3 or 4 of them all fell at the same time, and they didn't sort of like knock each other off because they fell from both sides, and one of them was, well, as you can see it's hanging down the bottom, was the bottom one. So I don't know what that was about, but 2 are still on the... But it's annoying that they've fallen off because that was actually quite a good place to keep my project bags. So we're going to do especially for you, Lone, a little edition of what's in the bag. So I've got this is some Sherry Iris yarn. This was from like a Wimbledon box last year. I made some shorties while I had COVID and watched Wimbledon. Anybody else excited to see for Wimbledon to start? I am and I'm not, because for me Wimbledon is like really midsummer. I mean, I know we just had the longest day, but it's just like, oh wow, we're really racing through this summer now. Okay. My second caffeinated beverage of the day. Alright, so that says number 1 on it. I don't know why. What have we got in here? We've got... Oh right, okay, so it has got numbers in it. I'm going to guess that's number 9. That's got a little mini in it. Did I make shorty socks as well, or have I just not done anything with these? So they come in these really pretty little packages. That's a little lavender bag. This is a mini. It needs winding up and it's tangled around its bag. Come on. Here we go. So I'm going to go with, I haven't even opened some of these. That's number 14. Yeah, this is another mini that appears to have been... Oh, maybe that definitely did not go with that. I don't think that did either. Don't know. So this is number... What number are you? You're number 11. Well, I got as far as 11 at least, which is that one. I wonder whether if I stick that light on... It's on yellow light. Let's put it on white light. Hold on a second. Oh, that's better. Give me some daylight light and you might actually see this a bit better. Ah, there we go. So that's that one. I should remember opening this when I had COVID, but I obviously didn't do an awful lot with it, and obviously didn't finish opening it. This is number 3. Oh, that's pretty. These are very much my colours, so I'm really surprised I've not used it. And I have to say, I'm looking forward to using these bags in a quilt because they're beautiful. I love this material. It's really pretty material. So we're reckoning that there's at least 14, and I don't think there's 14 in here, so goodness only knows what I did with the rest of them. That's 13, which I also haven't opened. This is... Oh, this makes no sense because this is 2. It's pretty. Peachy colour. And then this one is 7. That's pretty. I'm mystified because obviously there's not 14 minis in here. I'm about to run out. So what on earth was I doing with this, and where's the rest of it? And why did I not do 1, 2, which is what I would normally do? Here we go. This is, what number are you? Number 5. Which again is beautiful. Well, there we go. There's a mystery that I will probably never solve. Unless I said anything in back podcasts and one of you lot actually remember what I was doing with this. But I doubt I've even shown it on a podcast, if I'm honest, because I haven't finished opening it. So I doubt it's even on a podcast. It's got this beautiful bag, which is what it's all in. I wonder whether I'm just going to find the rest of it on the floor or something and it's fallen out. We will see. So we've got a book. I've got a pride sheep and a little flower in there. And they're not giving me a hint as to what it might be either. How peculiar. Well, I guess I'm going to put it all back in here for now. Or do I want to use that bag? What do I want to do? Do I want to put it back in here? Or do I want to put the yarn in my stash? And wonder if the rest of those minis are going to turn up at any point. I think I'm going to put the yarn in my stash and then sort of vaguely together, I think, if I can find a space for it. Oh, actually, I have this one up here because I've got these two that can have yarn in. I think this one's got yarn in. Let's have a look. Yes. So let's pop you all in here. I'm trying to use up every little bit of my yarn so I don't have leftovers. I'm also being, and this is what I'm having a problem with doing the podcast, I'm also being slightly monogamous with my knitting, and I'm only really knitting one thing. Now, I mean, I'm going to qualify that with, at the moment I'm knitting myself some scrappy socks, a blanket out of my birthday minis and the dotted rays, but if I didn't have the birthday socks going on, because it's a thing I'm opening each day, I would only be doing the dotted rays. And I'm not sure how or why this has come about, but I've really become more focused on doing one project and finishing all the yarn that I'm using. There's an alarm going off. I don't know what that alarm's for. That's weird. It's not my washing machine because I've just put it on. Ian's out that way. I'm sure he can find the alarm. Yeah, so I'm trying to work through my whips, and not that any of those things, well, actually, I was about to say not that any of those things that I've just mentioned are whips, but my cozy memory blanket was the blanket that I started this year to put in little bits from all of the projects I'm using, and I'm trying to put it in there first before I use it in the project, so that I've actually got the yarn in the project. I don't know what we call this. I have just realised that there is a cushion on my chair that's got Ira's face all over it that I'm going to have to turn the other way because I'm recording. That hopefully that's not anywhere on the previous 2 days vlogs, because I'd forgotten about that. Oops. Right, so we've put the yarn in there. Oh, I've left number 2 out. Which one was number 2? Were you number 2? You were number 2. That was a lucky guess, wasn't it? What's that one? It's so pretty. Yeah, I'm so slightly mystified as to where the rest of that is. You are now a project bag that can go back into use. Oh, right. Picking you up off the floor because you're getting wrecked. I don't want you to get wrecked. So this is slightly on the podcast everywhere. And I discovered from Ginny Makes and is Daphne's Diary, and I got some extra bits with my first one. It came with sort of all the papers and things that you're going to make out of it as a separate bit, so you don't have to take it out of the magazine. And I enjoyed it so much I sat down and read it from cover to cover in one go, and then I bought the back right to the back to January back catalogue. I've got so there's 1, 2, 3 and 4, and I've got 1, 2, 3 and 4, and I've read 4 and I've read 1, so I want to read 2 next. I'm going to pop these up here because I'd rather they stayed flat. There we go, that's nice and neat in there now. Right, let's get you up next because you are too pretty to be on the floor, honestly. Right, what have you got in there? Right, okay, this is my stripy sock whip, which I'm making. I thought I heard the leaf blower starting up, it's not. I'm making a pair of stripy socks, so that's the mini that came with this set. And then I'm using that self-striping yarn, and it's Spring Fling from Giddy Yarns. Talking of which, have you seen Giddy Yarn's new collection that she's come out with, all about flower dragons? Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I may have gotten slightly mad and ordered pretty much all of them. It was so pretty. Right, so I've got, do I want to keep my whips in their bags, or do I want to put my whips in a basket so I can see them, and then I can be named and shamed rather than it being an anonymous bag? What do you reckon? Should we try that? Right, so actually that has got its own little see-through bag. It's got an organza bag with it, so I'm going to grab that out and put that. I mean, it's all very well me becoming monogamous, I cannot say that word, which is really annoying, knitter, but I've got an awful lot of project bags if that's the case. I'll have to make sure I rotate my project bags and not use the same one twice. Which I have in fact indeed done that for the dotted rays. I've got my So Sweet Violet one out again. Right, okay, that can go in here. I know what's in here. This is also a Sherry Iris project bag, and this has got a whip in it which I'm going to frog. So let's get that out. I don't know how much I've done. I haven't done much at all. That's frogging. I'm going to frog that. That's going to go in the frog pond. I was doing some colourwork mitts, but I have changed my mind on that, so that can go back in the project bag box. And then let's whip this out now. I think these are 2.5mm Chalgate needles, which I want for, there's no point in me doing my other socks on them now, so they can go in here. So I've got a little case that I keep all my needles in. Normally it's got an elastic around it. Don't know where that's gone. I should probably find it. So it's just got these pockets in it. Wrangling them into the pockets can be a challenge, but once they're in, they normally stay put. There we go. If I was being really efficient, I'd put a label on that saying they're 2.5mm needles, but to be honest, I normally spot them without too much problem. I thought I had another pair out I'd frogged, but I can't see them at the moment. I don't know where they went. Right, so what basket am I going to use? That one. This will be my whip basket. This is going to be my whip basket. That is a little bit of yarn I want to put in a magic knot ball. These are from the dotted rays that need to go in my cosy memory blanket. I might just keep them out for a minute. That's rubbish. That is a ladybird tape measure. That can go in here. I've got a big notions pouch, so everything like that can go in. Right, so whip can go in here. And right, this is John Arbon Knit by Numbers. And this is the plain colour. So is it 55 that's plain, or 120? I'm going to go with it's 55. So that one's that one, and can go in here. And then this is the bit I'm ripping out, and they're going on these two. I made a pair of mitts for a friend for her birthday, and I was toying with the idea of knitting another pair, but in reverse of the colours that I'd knit for her, and to be honest, my brain could not compute that directly after knitting it for my friend. So I'm like, do you know what, I'm going to leave that a little while and maybe do it later on in the year or something. But for the moment, I may even make a different colour work mitts out of the leftovers, so I'm just going to rip this out for now. It's so soft, this yarn, this Knit by Numbers, it's gorgeous, super soft, but it works really well for colour work. So I don't know whether I filmed a little bit of the mitts for the podcast. I may have done. Right, let's wind up the first one. That is a very noisy magpie out there. Hello Mr. Magpie, how's your family today? How do you tell if it's a Mr. or a Mrs. Magpie? I keep meaning to look that up and I never quite get around to doing it. Right, so we're going to think that that's 120 and that can go in there. Really pretty colours, and they're really nice together, but the perfect project will come up for those at some point. Right, I need to start finding a little home for because my leftovers jar is in that corner and I can't get to it yet. Let's put it in here at the moment. It isn't doing anything to put in there. Right, this is some barber cord. I have bought 4 of these over the last 3 or 4 months. Do you want to have a guess as to how many I know the whereabouts of right now? Right, I'm going to put that in this notions pouch for the moment. That's another notions pouch. That's from So Sweet Violet. Right. So what have we got on the floor? with a piece of sticky paper that can come up. That was what Nana ripped up for me. That is my knitting nook and my crafty corner. I think that can go on here. Let's lay that off the back of that. There we go. That's 10p. Get in there. Right. So let's just carry on with doing this because that's what I was aiming to do. These, I know what these are. And right, so where am I? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I'm very nearly finished the toe on that one. These are the 24-day socks. Oh, aren't they lovely? So let's grab you out and see where we are on this. And I haven't started the toe on the other one. So let's grab these out because these are just on toes and these are whips, so that can go in the whip basket to be finished off. And then the yarn in here needs to go into my cozy memory blanket. That needs to go into a tub or something. That's cute. The lavender bag. That's some tags which I'll stick in my diary. I've got a few of those in here. A little grey girl one as well. That's obviously off the needles, so they can go in there. Oh. What else have I got in here? Oh, I've got numbers. Oh, are they all numbered? Well, they might be. More little labels. So that's a number. Do I want to put the numbers in here? Maybe. Actually, what I might do is take them out, take that out, and then these can go. All these pretty progress stitch markers, and I'm actually just using those ones on my Stephen West, my dotted rays. That's what I need. I'll go to my dotted rays. And I'm going to start putting the numbers in there, I think. What have we got here? Tells us all Christmas. Oh well, it's got a lot of Christmas progress keepers and stuff in it. I've got a Christmas one over there, haven't I? No time like the present. Labels. That's my Christmas one. That's got my Christmas progress keepers and stitch markers in. So let's grab this out. Yep, they are Christmas ones. That can stay in here actually. Let's see what we've got. That can go elsewhere. Actually, let's put you over there. You can go elsewhere. You can go elsewhere. We got Father Christmas. Lots of gingerbread cottages. I don't think they're fluffy tails necessarily. Christmas. Or the toadstool. That jumper pretty much is. Gingerbread man, snowflake, Christmas hat, lots of little miscellaneous Christmas ones. That's not Christmas particularly. Don't know what I dropped one. And we've got more of these. Christmas wreath, little robin, candy cane, snowflake, Christmas cupcake, Santa. My stomach's about to rumble. I need to eat. Snowman, glove. This is one of my first ever Christmas progress keepers. Actually that one's a stitch marker, and it came from Sugar Tots in Canada. Loads of snowmen here and a star. And we've got a robin and a Christmas stocking. Right, that's that done. You can go back in there because that's just a little thingy of O's, so they can just go in there with that one. Oh. I put away my Christmas project bags earlier on in the week. I might try and find that and put that in there actually. Right, so we're going to go with Christmas is done. Just shut that one up before we drop them everywhere. Because that would not be good. And then we'll pop these ones in here. No, not you. You're not. You are an ocean. You're not a. There we go. And then I've got those which can go. So you can go for the moment. And you can go in here. I've got some needle stoppers. Now I've dropped one. There we go. Just some needle stoppers. You can go in there. Right, I've still got loads of stuff in the bottom of this. Right, more labels. That's a number. Again. Right, I've got so much in my hand now. You can go there. You can go down there. And we put you over in here. Actually, you might go in, just go in the other one. Oop. And then what else have we got in the bottom of here? We've got more ends, more labels, a Starbucks mug, a number one, and probably my favourite progress keeper of all my collection is this little house that does not want to show itself. That one. I love that. I look for that every Christmas. So I'm going to make special effort that that's going in the Christmas one. I should say that's also a Sugar Tots one. Right, so I am not bothered now as to what order these are in, so I'm going to take these off and put my numbers. Okay, I found this cute little basket, so I'm going to put the minis in here. I can't put this anywhere where you can see it, unfortunately. I don't have anything that tall. So it's just going to sit down here for the moment, and I will take my numbers off and pop it in there. Need to get on with this cozy memory blanket. Get up to date with it. I should be able to. Right, I'll come back to you when I've done this. So I've got a little box full of little minis that need to go into my cozy memory blanket. So I'm actually going to put the little box in my basket with my whips, because it's kind of a whip. And then I've got that I might just keep in there. I want that to go into a magic knot ball. Haven't found one yet, so I'm just going to pop that in there, so when I find one, which I'm sure I will, it can go in there. And then that stuff needs to go in my diary. That's fine. I'll just stick that on my desk there. That's my ends until I can get to my I'm trying to work out what that's from, but I know it's going. So that I can get to my end jar. There we go. I'll finish my sentence eventually. Slightly distracted. Right, I'm going to grab some food, because now the only thing that's distracting me now is the fact my stomach's rumbling. So I'm going to go get some food, and then I'll get back to this a bit later on, and we might see what else is hiding over there. It smells so good. Whip basket. You can't see. You can see what's in there actually. Not much at the moment. Oh, but I think if I have it just there, I can just grab a whip and get it finished. Like, the socks wouldn't take long at all. Although the socks wouldn't. Sewing in the ends is going to be a mission, aren't they? Yeah. We will see. Right, I'm gonna eat. I definitely need to eat. Have some food. I've even got a headache now because I need to eat, so I'm gonna have some food, and then I'm gonna probably just sit and knit for a little while, and then I'm out this afternoon. So I don't want, well, this afternoon, like early evening, I'm going to Katie's tonight, and I'm seeing a friend. So I don't want to exhaust myself for that. I definitely need to take a headache tablet, so I don't know whether we've got a storm lurking, and I need to put my washing out. It's exciting stuff, this, isn't it? My flowers are coming out. It's so pretty. Those peonies. Look at that one. Isn't that lovely? They smell amazing. I am very aware also that there are lilies in here, and lilies are not good for cats, so I am keeping an eye on a certain girl to make sure she doesn't get attacked by them. They're pretty. I've had to work, would you believe? So yeah, that happened, but hopefully I'm going to have some lunch now because I'm hungry, and then I'm going to get on with a bit of tidying in here. Oh, right, we're heading off down to, well, I'm heading off down to Katie's. Ian is going to his son's. So I might be able to video a little bit of Katie's, but obviously try and keep Ira out of it as much as I can. I don't know where he's gone. He was literally here. Oh, here he comes. He wants a drink. Honestly, he's the hardest person to get out of the house. Although actually that's not strictly true. Reese is worse. But he's pretty difficult to get out of a house. Ugh, but never mind. Oh. Have you noticed that because we can't go to France this year, France has come to us?
What, weather-wise?
No, not weather-wise. Have you not noticed all the sort of creepy dolls and things that are kind of appearing all over Caterham?
What's all that about?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'll have to try and look it up and see if there's anything online about it. But there's one literally across the road from us.
Yeah, I saw
and there's
that.
one down by the dump.
I don't know, across the road. I thought somebody's made a scarecrow or something. Or
well, they have made a scarecrow. No, you mean Guy early.
Yeah.
A scarecrow is what you put in the field to scare off the birds. But
it
yeah,
scared me anyway.
It's particularly, it's just weird. I'll try and show you as we're going out.
In order, isn't it?
Yeah. So, oh, let me put them in. Look, can you see across the road there? It's really peculiar. And if you watch back on my past French vlogs, the girls did an in-depth tour around the town where they all were. Yeah, we've got one there. And I'll try and show you the next one in a minute that I know of. I mean, there might be more. That's one. Maybe we should get all the cuddly toys that we don't want to put them on our wall like they do. But yeah, hold on, I'll show you the next one in a minute. So the next one is along here somewhere, and I can't quite remember where, so I'm going to stick her out the window. I know it's somewhere near the dump, I think. I don't know, it's somewhere near the dump. I think it's somewhere near the dump. This is the dump coming up, but it's not there. So maybe it's not somewhere near the dump. Is it here? That's really weird. I thought maybe it was there. Okay, I've lost the next one. I might have to look back on past vlog footage and see what I've spotted. So this is Katie's little place. And Katie's little washing out on the trot line. Is there a Katie around? Is there a Nala around? Hello.
Oh, hi ma'am, she's in the kitchen. Yeah, they're really expensive for what they are.
Am I coming round or coming in this way?
Can you get up that way?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you can come in that way. Nala's in the kitchen, so she won't run out.
Cool.